This is Rocky Williams from Don't Breathe 2, and you're watching SlasherPepper. Hey!
Hey guys, SlasherPepper, and welcome to another video. Today is another interview, and this time with Rocky Williams from Don't Breathe 2. How are you doing?
Yeah, good, Rog. Thanks, mate. How you doing?
Doing wonderful. I'm so happy to have you here, man. It's
Thanks,
awesome.
pal. Yeah.
And first up, you can actually plug some of your new projects right away. Do you have any new projects coming up?
Wrath of Man, Guy Ritchie film is released in the US. We're still waiting for it to come over in the UK. I don't know if it's come over. Where are you from again? You're
Or
from
Holland?
Holland. Has it come out there yet? Wrath of Man?
I don't think so. I I,
No.
I saw it on like the upcoming posters, like so it should be coming out anytime, I think.
Yeah. Hopefully, it'd be good to see that. It's a film worthy of a cinema screen. You
Awesome.
know, sometimes films on TV it just doesn't do it justice. So it's
Right.
worthy of the cinema screen. Yeah, proper good action movie. Yeah, and then obviously Don't Breathe 2 is released in cinemas as well. So
Oh yeah. Which I gotta give credit is also very worthy to see in the cinema. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah. You get the full impact of it when you see it on the big screen. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, for sure. It's crazy. Like back in the days, like that used to be the normal thing, you know? Like it was
Yeah,
just a movie you see in theaters and not on your TV screen or phone screen even nowadays, of course.
yeah. And you know what? I think that's it's a big downfall because as a kid, you know, saving up my monies and then going to the cinema queuing up because when I was younger, we just had one screen. But now you go to cinema, you've got like 10 screens, yeah. So we'd be
Yeah.
queuing up outside, going in, and I spoke to my mate Christian who plays Raoul in Don't Breathe 2, and we were talking about how when you see something on the cinema screen, it feels so far out of reach. But then when you watch it on a mobile phone, it's like, oh yeah, I could do that. It just feels easy to get to that place.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So you lose that hunger to try to drive for that. You know, I want to be on the big screen. I want to see my name
Right.
up in light. But kids these days are like, oh yeah, I'm on a phone. I've become a
Yeah.
YouTuber. Do you know what I mean? So
It's crazy. Like it's
yeah,
really um sad to see too because there were even like people last time I went to theaters who were like on their phone during the movie. It's like the
oh, no.
attention span has
You know
gone
what
through the
I mean?
shitter
It's
too,
crazy.
man.
Yeah, it's crazy. It really is crazy. Yeah, I just hey, I don't know what's worse. I went to the Sistine Chapel, yeah, in Rome, and people with their phones taking pictures. So, and I'm like, man, just look up and remember it. But
I know,
that's the
right?
generation. That's the generation of mobile phones and such. You know what I mean? So it's a shame, but yeah,
Yeah, and it's the same with concerts, of course, you know?
100%. Yeah, 100%. But I think obviously in this the time that we're in, obviously with the pandemic and such, and I mean, it happened before then. You can download films and people are doing dodgy downloads, of course, which is not good for the industry. But I just you can't beat going to the cinema and watching a film on screen. You just can't beat it. It's just you know,
No,
it's,
hell
it's
no.
no, you just can't beat it. It's the surround sound in the big movie theater and the whole thing. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I won't stop. I won't stop going to cinema. That's for sure.
Oh, hell no. Yeah, it's actually funny, like what you said earlier about, you know, the actor on screen being so far away.
Yeah.
Um, like last week, I think I interviewed Brandon, who's also in Don't Breathe too. Brandon
Oh,
Sexton.
I was
Yeah.
sixth and third. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Brendan.
yeah.
Good lad, old Brendan. Yeah.
And that was like the first interview I did of someone that I've seen on the cinema screen, and that was also kind of a whole new experience in a way, you know, because somehow it seems like wow, I'm interviewing this, you know, top celebrity actor,
Yeah.
you know, just because they're on like the cinema screen, you know. So that's
This is what I'm
also
saying.
it's
Yeah. It's like when you grow up watching. I mean, I don't get starstruck. Don't get me wrong. I don't get starstruck, but it's like you see that person on the screen and you only think of them as that person on the screen. So when you see them in reality, like they're there in front of you, it's sort of weird. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
um, I've worked with a couple of people like that. And I've gone, oh, it's just strange. You know,
I know.
it is really really weird. Especially when you. I mean, I grew up watching, say, like Rob De Niro, Al Pacino. I've never met him. I've not been in any films, but I'd love to be. Obviously, I think anyone of my kind of generation would love to. But um, but I was in a film with Gerard Butler, and that was just because I love 300. That's one of my favorite movies, 300. And then it's funny, a funny story. I used to walk out because I used to be professional MMA fighter back in 2013 was my last fight. And when I first started out, I used to walk out to sound bites from the 300 movie, you know, you know. And then 10 years later, I'm doing a film scene with Gerard Butler. So that was like, what?
That's crazy.
Crazy.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's what keeps young kids hungry and wanting to strive to either meet their heroes or be where someone wants to be. When it's feels like it's out of touch, and that's what people need. You know, it's good. I love technology, of course, I do, but kids need to not have things at a touch of a button. They need to be driven, and you can only be driven when things feel like they're out of reach. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, Brendan's a dude, isn't he? Brendan's a right dude.
Oh,
Isn't
he's awesome.
he? I love that guy. He's so cool.
It was really great to talk to. We had a wonderful conversation. And actually, speaking of Brandon, in a way, what was it like filming Don't Breathe 2? And how long were you on set?
So, well, I was in Serbia for 3 months. 3 months over there. I can't even remember how long I was on set for. I'll be honest with you. But I mean, Don't Breathe. It was a because of the pandemic. Everyone stayed in the same hotel, so you'd get up in the morning, have breakfast, and you'd be sitting with like Stephen Lang or Brendan, the directors. Sorry, the producers, the lighting guys. So everyone would just sort of like became this, as cheesy as it sounds, a big family. So we were just all like talking about the movie, and we all come really close, and it was easy to film. It was just easy to do the scenes, and in a way, each actor has a little bit of them in the character they play in the film, and that was obvious to see when we used to hang out with each other. You know, I'm not saying I'm a tough guy. I am, but I'm not saying we're like, you know what I mean. But everyone had, you could tell that. Oh yeah, you could see him playing that part. Everyone had that little bit of you know what I'm saying.
I mean, with your MMA history, like that kind of fit your character.
I think that's where I've been got the advantage sometimes. But I'm able to take falls and if I need to, and for me doing the scenes where it was all about making it as realistic as possible, and obviously get my face on the screen as much as possible. So that's why I've done my stunts as well. You know what I mean? So I'm far from a stunt guy. There's a guy called Shoney. He's done the stunts, and that guy he's hard, man. He is proper tough. He was doing stunts, and I was like, man, this guy. But yeah, one scene that we had a fight scene with he played Stephen Lang's character in the stunt sequence. We end up using they brought out like a rubber bar with a bit of paper mache on when the blind man attacks me, but it was just like flying off everywhere, and I wasn't reacting to it, and I was like, let's just get the metal one out with the concrete on it. So when they got the real one out, it was like, well, obviously it was well choreographed and all this with the stunt guys, James and Adam, they're good guys as well. So when we got to film it, I had that natural reaction of, oh man, I don't want to be hit with this concrete, you know what I mean, or this metal bar. So
right.
I don't know if you remember that bit, but it was really it was realistic. It was really realistic. And the fight scene, my fight scene is probably one of the best I've seen in films because it didn't look all like tidy and neat and like poof. It was just like, it was gritty, it was messy. And I think I love doing that whole scene. I loved it. It's amazing. Really good.
Super intense.
Well, it was so intense. Oh my god. Yeah, but everyone smashed it, man. Everyone smashed it. We all done a great job on it.
I think so too. Yeah, like your fight scene, I guess, kind of reminds me of like fight scenes in The Winter Soldier, like the Captain America movie. Yeah, that one also has like fights that feel so like heavy and in a way so annoying because it's like, damn, get up, but it's so realistic, and because of that it just gets more intense instead of like like you said, just quick dodging. And
I mean, like, I don't know if I suppose I would say it's probably as close to like an MMA fight, but obviously using cans of peas and weight plates and stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was a really good fight scene. I mean, everybody who worked on that fight scene was on the money. The stunt guys, the director, the DOP Pedro, Ed, and Slang as well. I mean, that guy, he's 70 years old. He's got some fitness. I'm telling you, he works out. That guy, I tell you, he's got some strength on him. Yeah. Don't be fooled, man. That guy could. Like, he plays the blind man well because you can believe that he has that strength. You know what I mean? You can
Right.
believe it. Actually, the dude works out, man. Proper
I
strong, eh?
think I saw him on the subway in like 2019 when I was on vacation in New York.
Yeah.
I'm still not sure if it was him, but
Because that's where he lives, isn't it?
he lives in New York.
Yeah.
Right. So
He's
it's
from New York. I know he's from New York. Yeah.
right.
And I think his daughter's running for
Yeah, I saw
governor.
that. Like for
Like,
I don't remember
something.
what, but
DA, is it? District Attorney she's running for.
could
District
be.
Attorney, yeah. Yes, that's where he's from, New York. Yeah, but yeah, he had like a set of dumbbells, like a rack of dumbbells in his room, yeah, in the hotel, like 30-kilo dumbbells. And we was joking about it because obviously I had the hotel gym downstairs, and the highest weight it went up to was like 10 kilos. And he was like, yeah, I've got 30-kilo dumbbells in my room. I said, have a laugh. I said that won't mean nothing when I'm wrestling all over the place. So don't worry about that. You know what I mean? But yeah, we had to. I'll tell you what, we had some great banter, honestly. Just the guys hanging out on set, off set. It's probably one of the best experiences I've had, to be honest. So hanging with the people and just people hanging with people, innit? And not actors as such. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's awesome. Do you think
Yeah.
you'll do more horror movies in the future?
Listen, it's not a genre that I really watch it. I mean, when I watch horror movies, I don't watch um like Freddy Krueger stuff. Do you know what I mean? I'm not
Yeah,
that
like
kind of.
slashers.
Yeah. But I like movies like there's a film called Vacancy. I don't know if you've ever seen it, Vacancy, but I think that's
I
more of a horror.
haven't.
Yeah, these people they break down. They go into this motel, and they're sitting in a bedroom, and the guy puts a videotape on. And he's like, "What's this?" And then the screen comes up, and it's like he realizes it's the room that he's sitting in, and these guys come up through the floor and flipping try to kill him, his wife, and it's nuts, mate. So I like that kind of where it could possibly happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those kind of. If I got the offer and of being in a film, and I don't say no to nothing unless it's got to be the right film. Do you know what I'm saying? So it
Yeah.
has to be the right movie with regards to my role, story. You know what I mean. So I wouldn't say no to nothing. I'd even do rom-com.
Hey, any casting people out there? The rom-com actor right here.
I'm plugging for Expendables 4. That's what I'm plugging for.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that would be awesome.
I'd love to fight down with the four, man. Yeah, mate. I'd smash them all up, mate. All of them. Even Statham, the whole lot. No. Why not? Come on, have it. You know what I mean? I'm the new kid on the block. You know what I'm saying?
I hope it happens, man.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm plugging for. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I do horrors. Yeah, I watch all sorts of films. Gangster movies. I like gangster movies. Like Goodfellas, Godfather, those kind of movies, or any movie that's done by Viggo Mortensen. Any movie he's done, I love his movies. But I've got to start somewhere though, and sort of like work my way into it. Yeah, so
right.
Yeah.
It'll be from Don't Breathe 2 to The Expendables 4, hopefully.
Yeah, that's the thing. But talking about that is my ideal kind of film would be something I can show some layers in, some depth. But because at this time in my life I can still wrestle, punch, kick, fight, roll around, I think people are going to use that till I can't do it no more. But again, I've got that advantage and I can do a lot of stuff. I've got a lot of extra skills, as they say in the acting world, and I might as well use them. while I can.
Right, of course.
Yeah, but I'd love to do stuff like, Green Book. Green Book,
Oh,
the role of
awesome.
Hugo play would be my ideal role. That is like, boom. Do you know what I'm saying? That kind of
Yeah,
stuff. He's tough, but he's got depth. That's the kind of roles I'm looking for. So if you know
awesome.
anyone, let me know. Send my
If I ever come across anyone like that, I'll let you know for sure.
yeah, what do.
Awesome. And then here are some sort of philosophical questions. If you ruled the
I'm not
world,
philosophical way through, and I'm giving philosophies all the time. You know what I mean?
awesome, perfect.
Yeah, go on.
If you ruled the world, what would it look like?
Oh man, if I ruled, you know what? I wouldn't want to rule the world. If I'm honest, yeah, I would like. Okay, let me just give you an example. So I'm a coach to a small fight team, my own team of guys. I haven't got any girls yet, but I train young boys. I train young boys from the age of 11 up to like 21, 22 now. And I like to install good morals, good values. That was what I would, if I ruled the world, which I wouldn't say rule the world, but I'd like to install values that people are nice to people. That's it. And that graft that want to succeed. Um, Actually, I'd probably have Tony Robinson. He'd be my main speaker. You know Tony Robinson? I'm not
I've
your
heard
guru.
of him.
Yeah, real deep voice, but super motivator. He'd be my right hand man. You know what I mean? Be on a speaker telling people to chill out and work together. But yeah, if I was have some sort of authority, I would like install people to install the good into people. I'd say, you know what I mean? That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah,
a great answer.
yeah,
Awesome.
depth. Mhm.
And if you could change one characteristic about yourself, what would you change?
What do you mean, like a physical or like a
Physical or mental, spiritual, whatever.
physical? Probably would be my eyes because I can't see, so I'm blind. My
Right.
left. Um, nah, maybe not. But you know what? I'm happy with who I am, to be honest. Yeah. And if I wasn't happy, you know, how can if I can't love myself, I can't love my family. So
Right.
I've got 5 kids and a wife, so it's like I'm happy because I'm happy. I wouldn't change anything about me because that's where I'm now is from adversities
Yeah,
and
exactly.
what I've learned from people around me, family, friends, troubles, deaths, marriages, births. It's all like brought me to this point now. So I wouldn't want to change it myself. I'll let the change happen as it goes. So taking day by day and just focus on the process. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry if that doesn't, but
No, that's a
that's
great
what.
answer.
Yeah,
It's actually surprising that that's the first time anybody answers that. Like so far,
Oh,
everyone's like, let's forget for something, which, to be fair, that's something I can totally work on. But
that's what makes you you, right? That's what makes you you.
exactly, yeah, that's your
True.
individuality.
Exactly, individuals, and that's the main thing about it. I've just, yeah, but I'll go down to, I go, oh, I wanted to get rid of my stomach, I need to stop eating. But you know what I mean? I was just like, there's bigger things going on in the world for me to worry about. You know,
Right.
the fact I've got a couple of rolls from eating too much. You know what I mean? So,
Most definitely. Do you have any advice for upcoming actors?
well, I'm still an upcoming actor myself. So, um, my advice, speaking from my own personal experience, is make sure you got personality, right? um, Having a good personality, I think, gets you a long way. It really does because you know things would be boring. Do you want to? If you've got a horrible personality, no one wants to talk to you. No one wants to give you the opportunities that you might get if you had a great personality. Um, but where does personality come from? I don't know. From life, I suppose. But graft, hustle, uh, be you, and have the confidence in being yourself. Don't conform to any particular thing. Like No, because 100 people say you must do it this way, it doesn't mean that is the way that should be done. So I'm all about the gut instinct. So go with your gut instinct, listen to your gut, and just believe in what it is you want to do. Just you can't succeed. But I never stop. I never stop hustling. When I say I don't mean hustling that I'm cheating my way to the top or whatever. I'm always looking to improve in every area, you know. But from an acting thing, like a schooling type of thing, I'd say screen actors, make sure you're doing your homework on the character that you're becoming, even if it's one line. And some directors go, "Oh, throwaway line," but no, you've got to do the homework, because like Mickey Rourke when he was in Body Heat, you know, he had a small part in that, and that small part set him apart from everyone else, and that's how he started.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So know your character, know what you're doing. You know, do the homework. Don't be lazy. You know, and that goes for all sorts of life. You know, if you was a mechanic and you were lazy and you didn't put a pipe on something in the car, it could break down. So don't be lazy. Do the homework. And don't listen to people that say you can't do things. Don't, you know, you're never going to be this, because I've had it. I've been on film sets when I started as an extra, and people said to me, "You're never going to be an actor." I was like, "Thank you." I use that for motivation when I need it. Put it in my back pocket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Free Hollywood movies now, so I'm like, well, I'm doing something right, and you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I see. Have a good personality, listen, and because that's the other thing, you got to learn to listen to people, because you can learn so much from people. You know, I've learned loads from all the people I've had the opportunities to work with. You know, all the actors on different things I've been on. Everyone can offer something,
Oh yeah.
and yeah, so that's my you know, my advice to actors is, you know, don't get caught up in the whole hype of you must do this, you must do it that way, you must do it that way. No, man. Look at the greats, man. Look at all the great any great person you can think of in the world. Have they done it the way that everyone told them to do it?
Nope.
Saying, there you go then. There you go. And that's why there's only few great people. You know, how many boxes are there that you know? How many boxes in the world? Millions and billions and whatever. Who's the greatest boxer of all time? Muhammad Ali. Personality, style. He could box. He like any country you go to, you say Muhammad Ali, go, yeah, I know him. Do you know what I mean? Elvis
Yeah.
Presley. Elvis Presley. So, you know, there's loads, Marlon Brando, loads of these great people, you know, and then all the political people as well, all the greats there as well. Painters, artists, you know, singers, that everything. But if you read their stories, you'll go, oh God, you know, what made them get there? What do they do? And half of them didn't actually conform to what it was
Right.
conform to. You know, the Beatles. There's another lot. Beatles. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
it's
And
never
in a way, they all like embrace their individuality.
100%, 100% embrace it, and it comes back to that thing when you asked me what would I change, and I said, well, I wouldn't change anything, because where I'm now is from what I've learned. And if I change, it will be by itself in its own time. So you know, and that's what I think comes down to with regards to actors, and you know, yeah,
Awesome. Those are great speech there, basically. I think
yeah.
lots of people.
Subtitles. Let's put subtitles under my. I speak a bit fast. Subtitles for all the listeners out there. You know what I mean?
I'll put like subtitles and like the motivational songs in the background just to.
Now we're talking. Yeah.
Awesome shit. Now I got to do homework.
That's it. Damn.
And then final question: if your
Yeah.
life was a movie, how would you want it to end?
Uh, my life was a movie. How would I want to end? What with me watching it as me watching it, or other people watching it?
As like
Am I talking about Mind's Eye, or am I in the movie?
in the
As
movie, like in the movie, you know?
So yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, if my life was a movie. Well, there's always got to be an ending, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's good or whether it's bad. But if my movie ended like sometimes life ends, I would want to leave an impression on those people that are watching it or are in the movie. So I'd say something like, I was thinking about Don't Breathe too, right? Like, I was in it.
Probably not that way.
Yeah, and I was like, can you imagine? No, succeeding, man. Success through happiness is the only thing I can think of. I'll be honest with you, because everyone's got their own sort of opinions on what success is. Um, and my being successful is being happy. If you're happy, you're successful. But then it's what makes you happy. Is what makes you successful. We've got families. That's a given. We've got people that love you. But being successful, doing this something that you love, like yourself. You love doing this, don't you? You love talking to people.
Of
You love
course.
doing your own. Imagine someone said, "You're not allowed to do this no more." Imagine, like it would eat you up, wouldn't it? It would eat
Oh
you
yeah.
up. Someone told you couldn't do it. So my, I don't think there'd ever be an ending to a movie. I'll be like Rocky, the Rocky movies. Just keep doing sequels. You know what I'm saying? There's no ending to my movie. Like the Rocky movies or Sylvester Stallone movies. Expendables 4, Sylvester Stallone, hooked me up. But yeah, sequels. I'm all about the sequels. So,
Awesome.
but good sequels. Yeah, like The
Oh yeah.
Godfather. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's that. Yeah, that was a tough question, eh? Flipping hell.
You
You
know,
have to
I always
think
have
about.
a quick, kind of like a crazy answer for me personally. Have you ever seen Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2?
Yes, I have. Yeah,
You know, like how Yondu dies at the end?
yeah. Go
And
on.
like he drifts off into like his ashes drift off into space and everybody's
Oh,
celebrating his life with like firework. I would want my ashes to drift off into space and firework everywhere and the whole galaxy just
yeah,
celebrating my life, you know?
because that's what it should be. It's a celebration of life rather than
Yeah.
death, isn't
Oh
it? Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't want to bring the death thing up because it's a bit sort of like, I mean, but um, you know what? I'm the fan of the way Vikings, the Vikings used to, say goodbye to their people, on a thing, on a set of light, But yeah, it's about leaving an impression on people's minds and on their hearts. That's the main thing, isn't it?
Leaving a
So
legacy.
yeah, but like you said, that's nice. That is, yeah, drifting off and whatever. Yeah, but it's the legacy. It's the making an impression and I think it comes down to installing that thing. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm installing goodness into my team, my kids, those around me, and to make them better people. And if I can have a little, you know, a little help in that, because I'm not from an acting background. I'm not from like an acting school or nothing like that. So so people that know me will go, oh, flipping hell, Rocky's on the screen. Like this is nuts. I can't believe this. Maybe I don't know. Like my son said today, because my mate at school, he said he saw you in Don't Breathe. He goes, yeah, I can't believe how cool it is that you're in Don't Breathe. I was like, well, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? But yeah, it does feel weird. But I remember as a kid watching films and wanting to be, I'd watch the film to watch the film, then watch it for all the other things like. But I was watching things like Godfather when I was a real young kid. Like I was all those kind of films. It was so I wanted to be the actor. I wanted to be in that. I wanted to be in the movies, in the film, acting, doing those parts that. But yeah, man, leaving an impression and keeping the thing of succeeding in people's dreams, what they want to do, is what it's all about, isn't it? Not
Oh yeah,
so.
I agree.
Just it's not about getting up, going to work, coming home, going to sleep. What's that?
No.
You know what I
No.
mean? What's that? Get up, go to work, come home, go to sleep. Oh, okay, that's cool. No, I respect people that do that, but for me, it's if I'm not doing something that gives me fire, that makes my heart beat, then
Passion.
yeah, passion, mate, passion. That's what people lose when on the phones all day doing this.
Yeah.
Imagine, is it?
Yep.
That's what people like Pele was such a great. Why Pele was such a great footballer. He didn't have a mobile phone. He just kicking the ball around Brazil. You know what I mean? But yeah,
That made
you
him the
know what,
professional.
that's what I'm saying. It's like, but no, it's all good. That's yeah. I think that's the answer to that question, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, leaving a legacy, I feel, that's definitely something, we sort of all want to do, but
Yeah.
something you also really got to work for.
But do you know if you've left it while you're living? Do you know
I
what I mean?
get, yeah,
Because when you die, when you pass, then people go, "Oh my God, look at this legacy that look at what he's done." When you're alive, people. That's the other thing. People need to praise people while they're here, while they're
I
living.
know, right?
Praise people. Look at you. Look at what you're doing. Well done. You're doing a good job. It's
Awesome.
great.
Thanks, man.
Really good questions. Amazing. So you go home, you go, "Oh man, I feel good." And you wake up next day, I feel good again. You ain't got to wait till you pass before people go, "Man, he done a good job." You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So it's like I like Elvis Presley, and when he died, wow, do you know what I mean? He's still a household name, really. Elvis Presley. Come on, people might not be into his music, but come on, man, look what he done.
Everyone knows him by name.
Elvis Presley, Muhammad Ali, they're almost like sort of the same. You know what I mean? So, but that's I'd love to leave that sort of status. That'd be amazing. Do
I
you know what
know,
I mean?
right? Like just
Who
to
do
be
you look?
remembered in a way in the like
Yeah,
the long future.
this is what I'm saying. And like Elvis died in '78, I think it was 1978. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And we still talk about him here right now today.
Who do you look up to? What's your inspirations? Who's your motivation?
I love Lemmy Kilmister from Motorhead.
Yeah,
He
yeah, he's a thing. Yeah,
oh yeah.
he's a problem. Yeah,
And but as like filmmakers, I would say like Sam Raimi, who
yeah,
actually kind of was involved with the first Don't Breathe, I think, maybe even the second, I'm not sure.
yeah, yeah. You done
Um,
Evil, you done Evil Dead, yeah?
yeah, the originals.
Yeah, and I think he said that Fede, who done the
Yeah,
remakes, it was a better version, I believe he said, of Evil Dead. Yeah, when Fede done it. Yeah,
it's
nuts, man.
debatable.
Well, I mean, I ain't seen the one that Fede done, but I've seen the other one. Yeah, it's good, man.
Those are
And
cheesy.
yeah, well, do you play music then? Do you play guitar?
I don't actually. No, I just love Lemmy for like the type of person he is. Like he
He's
was
good.
always, also kind of in a way, I guess, the public always had like this image of him, but then,
Yeah,
the metalheads, the people that
yeah,
actually listen to the music and the lyrics and watch the interview with him, they can tell like this guy is just here to have some fun in his life and spread positivity in a way.
that's what I'm saying. So he's like
Like
me.
you.
People casting me because they think I'm a tough guy. Then they find out actually he's a nice guy. He should have put me in nice guy roles. You know what I'm saying though? But that's good though, isn't it? Like people sort of we shouldn't judge people, but you know, no one's gonna go and eat a horrible looking cake. Everyone's always gonna go for the nice looking cake and eat it and go, well, actually, it don't taste too good. But taste the cake that don't look too good and it tastes nice. So you're always gonna judge, but it's good to be surprised by
Yeah, I
thinking,
feel
oh,
like it's such a human thing to judge. Like in a way, I feel like you can't stop it, but it's something, once it starts happening, like up here, you got to kind
yeah,
of tone it down and still be open-minded to at least have a conversation with this person and find out like what's he actually like.
because we can learn from everyone. We can
Exactly.
learn, and that's how when we learn from everyone, from different people, that's how the world evolves, mate. That's how people evolve, and then one day, like Bill Hicks says, Bill Hicks, comedian that died. Have you ever watched his stuff? Revelations. Watch it. In fact,
Don't.
watch Bill Hicks Revelations and then watch the documentary. and you'll understand what he was saying. It's just a ride, and if people, all the money that is made, if that was to be spread around the world, everyone would be happy. As in,
I
no
know,
one
right?
have to. You know what I'm saying? No
Yeah.
one greedy. Spread that and spread the love, and yeah. But like I said, you can just learn from everyone. Like I'm learning from you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll probably learn
It's
from me. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. I had a wonderful interview with Nicholas Vince, who played in the first Hellraiser films,
Oh yeah,
and he was telling me about like you should listen to everyone and really make time for every conversation. And I was like, I don't always do that, because sometimes like I gotta go somewhere. I'm like, well, hurry
yeah,
already with this stupid conversation. But now, ever since that interview, I started really listening. And it's funny because he was saying there's a truth in every bit of ignorant and dumb comment, because it all comes down from some emotion. And I thought
yeah,
that was so interesting, because even though sometimes I really don't agree with something and I'm like, that's bullshit and there's no way that's true. Like ever since I heard him say that, it's like, but maybe like what emotion does this come from? Like
yeah,
what experience did this come from that like he feels this way about certain things? And now I've become more interested in just having conversations with everyone, really.
yeah. I think the big thing about that as well, like you said about like some comments that people make, and you think as an actor as well, this would be good for up and coming actors. Coming back to that point is you if you get given a character that does something wrong, you can't judge them on what they've done. You have to understand why they've done it, and you have to have empathy. Like I'm sure Stephen Lang had to have empathy for the character of the blind man, the Norman character, because even though he flipping raped women, he had to understand why to have empathy with it, even though it's wrong. We know it's wrong, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's like I say having discussions with people, and I love that psychology. The mindset, the human psychology. I love it because it helps me, as an actor, obviously, but in everyday life as well, because you can pick up so much. As a fighter, you have to understand why people hold their posture a certain way. Are they trying to hide something that's not truly there? Why But like again, a true fighter wouldn't walk around like he's just about to bash red off, because he knows what he's capable of doing. So, which brings me back to castings. When we want a tough guy. So I had this one casting, and the person was going, "Well, need to see you more angry." I said, "I am angry." No, but I need to see angry. I went, "Yeah, I'm angry. Believe me." So it's like, when people, it's not always on the outside. If they understand where someone's coming from, rather than judging where they are at that point.
Yeah.
And it opens up your mind. It opens up why and what and who and all that sort of that business. But yeah, and that's what creates better relationships, because you get to understand people, and what they might be asking you is not what they really want to ask you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And in this day and age, people, with different crises and that, people want just someone to listen to them. They don't want the answers all the time. So it's good to talk to people or just to listen. There was that saying. It's like saying something like to learn. No, to what was the word? To I can't remember. It's something to you got to listen first to be able to learn. You have to learn to listen to someone to learn from them, rather
Yeah.
than blabbering on and listen to your own voice. But yeah, that's another way of just connecting with people. Just be quiet, listen, and understand, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
Ah,
most definitely.
yeah, man.
I
More
feel like it's
questions? Come on, bring it to me.
so I also to go back to what you were saying earlier about embracing people while they're still alive. I just
Yeah.
wanted to embrace this conversation, man. This was a great conversation,
Right.
and also
Yeah.
I feel like you have a great career ahead of you, man.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. I do. Listen, I read your message and I was like, oh man, this kid, he wants to. I don't know, how old are you? Sorry,
18.
18. I was like, man, this kid, he's got some cojones, and he's like, he wants to get somewhere, and I'm not there yet. But I was like this, like I'm emailing customers. Listen, this is me. Come on, this. So I love people that want to succeed. So I read your message. I was like, oh, this is a dude. He's a dude. He's done some good stuff. So that's what it's all about. Embracing the whole thing, and I'm sure you'll smash it, man. Definitely.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and I want to be a director later. So, well,
Be a
actually,
director.
what's that?
Be a director now.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, whatever. Do it now, man.
So, from an actor's perspective, like, what's something you look for in a director then?
In a director, yeah, and it comes down to understanding, understanding what my abilities are, but also, sorry about the noise, but also, not afraid to help push me to where I think I might. People, but I'm talking to one of the best interviewers in the world here. What's the matter with you? You have to go out
Thank
there and
you.
just as his. But yeah, a director who can see more in me, who can see that it's just not the surface that and I think with Rodo and Don't Breathe, he said he saw my audition, and because they auditioned quite a few people in LA, and then they come across upon to the UK, and he told me that he saw my audition, and he just saw my eyes. He's like, man, there's them eyes. Them eyes. I think they're one of my best features, even though I'm blind in one. But yeah, it's all about the eyes, and I want a director to see there's more to me than just this shell of tattoos and toughness. That's a good director. Someone who can lead the way, but work with me to get the best performance.
Right. Yeah.
I'm talking like I've had like years of experience, but I haven't. So, however, I've been lucky to work with really good directors in the small amount of time I've done it. Because I started in 2016, so I had the
That's what I'm
opportunity to work.
saying, man. You have a
Yeah.
great career ahead of you, I think.
Yeah. So I mean, but I've been blessed to work with great actors and great directors, and seeing how they work. But I've not had the opportunity to really be right in the main eye, right in the pocket that the director goes, hey, because I want that Scorsese De Niro relationship or that Tarantino
Right.
relationship. I mean, that's what I'm hustling for. That's what I'm grafting for. I want that. I want to be able to talk about a scene and come up with ideas and go, hey, let's work it like this, and go, yeah, cool, and then try it like this. And go, all right, cool. That's what I want. That's what I want.
Become like a
Relationship.
machine that just understands each other and
Yeah, that's it. The harmonies of it, and it's
right.
like a coach and a boxer. The coach will understand the boxer, when the boxer's in the ring, and he knows what he's going through, and the boxer will understand what is expected from him, but also has a trust that the coach knows that he can go much, much more, much further. A coach can know how far someone can go in the performance, and that's what I'd like. That's what I want from a director. I ain't got it yet, just yet, but I will do. Maybe next year. Expendables
Yes.
4.
Expendable star.
Okay, plugging it, man. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, man.
Keep talking about it till it happens.
Yeah, manifestation, all that. You know what I'm saying? All that
Yeah,
mind stuff.
exactly. One
Um,
day it'll
uh,
happen.
yeah, yeah, definitely, yeah. But I've enjoyed this conversation. I
Oh
love
yeah.
talking, talk all day. Do you know what I'm saying? Um,
Well, I feel like Expendables 4 is a great note to end it on.
yeah, definitely. And when I get on there, I'll plug you back in again, and then we can do another conversation about my time at Expendables 4.
So, yeah, sounds good. Is there anything you would like to add to the interview?
Um, what do I want to add? Any casting directors out there, give me a job now. No, listen, I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have the graft and the grind to keep going. I'm blessed with that. You know, I'm not blessed with opportunities. I'm blessed to have the thing to keep going, and those who want to get to a higher place or a greater place need to work from in here to make it happen out there. So just for everyone who watches this, or anyone who's up and coming, it could be football, acting, singing, whatever. Just go get it. You know what I mean? And you got to be director. You got to direct something by the end of the year. Do you know what I'm saying? Make yourself a goal. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Work for
Apart
it.
from that, I'm waiting for the next big thing. So, but meanwhile, I'll just be working, be hustling, be grafting. So that's all we can do, right?
For sure. Can't do anything else.
Right.
Awesome. And to everybody watching, thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you guys next time. See ya.